I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me be falling. But he bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Without a doubt, In the Garden is one of the all-time gospel song favorites. It had its beginning, of all places, in a photographic darkroom. Here's how the story was related to me in Philadelphia by the author. See Austin Miles. I'd developed a hobby of photography, and although my funds were limited, I managed over a period of time to build my own darkroom. I also was able to secure some equipment, some used equipment, which meant that I could now practice my hobby without the worry of spending too much to have the pictures developed. I'd been writing songs before this and had formed a habit of reading my Bible with the express purpose of getting ideas for them. To my amazement, I found that I could read my Bible in the special light of the darkroom. This was a great help, for it meant I could kill two birds with one stone. That is, carry on my hobby and at the same time get ideas for new gospel songs. One day I waited for some film to develop. I picked up my Bible, which fell open to the Gospel of John chapter 20. I began to read the story of Jesus and Mary on resurrection morning. As I read it, it seemed to be transported to the actual garden. I seemed to be transported to the actual garden and became a silent witness to that dramatic moment. I saw the very moments. I heard the very words of Mary as she thought she was talking to the gardener. And I heard Jesus say, "Mary." After which I saw her kneel before the Lord and say, "Rabboni." When I awakened, I was gripping my Bible. My muscles were tense and vibrating. I thought to myself, this is not an experience limited to happening almost 2,000 years ago, but it is the daily companionship with the Savior that makes up the Christian's daily walk. It was under the inspiration of that holy moment that I wrote as quickly as the words came, the poem exactly as it appears today. And that evening, I wrote the music. And he walks with me. And he talks with me. And he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there none other has ever known. Alfred B. Smith.